Okay, there we go. Alright, hang on a sec. Okay, I think we're getting there. Sorry guys for the slightly shaky start. And then let's do the civs as well. Cool. Okay. Hello everyone. We are live now for another round of 16 match in GB Hidden Cup 2. Two new players facing off against each other. Basil Fawlty against Dennis the Menace. An exciting one. We've got a lot of players. At the end of last stream, I mentioned a lot of players we haven't seen yet. Expected players I don't think we've seen yet in the tournament. And some really strong names in there. Likes of Fanji, I think. Haven't seen. Darvoy, maybe haven't seen yet. Who else? One of Stake or Hallis. Dan MT, maybe. We haven't seen yet. So Basil Fawlty and Dennis the Menace could be a very, very close matchup between two strong players. I'm joined today in person by Vinny. How are you doing?
All right, nice to be here, Walt. Thank you very much. Looking forward to an exciting match.
Yeah, continuing our casting partnership from LAN Madness Training Grounds 2. And yeah, let's get into the action. We have our map draft here, and we can see what the players have picked. Ooh, Neon. I instantly am drawn to as I hit for Dennis the Menace.
I do like Neon. I think it's a great map, and often leads to exciting games.
Definitely. Obviously, the creator of Neon is Vinny. And what else catches your eye? We've got Cup and Nomad, which were picked by Dennis, and Migration and Fortress for Basil Fawlty. I'm interested that Migration and Fortress feel like quite different styles, and Basil's offered them both in the draft. So you get to offer two home maps, and then one of them gets sniped away. So offering Migration and Fortress is quite interesting, rather than say Fortress and Fortified Clearing, for example.
Well, Fortress is an interesting one in general because it's quite a weird map, and
it's a very unusual start, right?
Is that the map you pick when you're good, or is it a map you pick when you try to prep something? Sort of, you've got something interesting in mind because you're trying to beat someone, and you think you're an under.
I think the stronger players are going to pick Fortress, especially because some of often the stronger players are the older players who've been around for longer, and Regicide Fortress, I think, was much more common pre-DE. There's lots of Regicide Fortress play, and I guess I'm not sure for what reason, but it has seemed to slip out a bit of the tournament scene.
So Tunnel Fortress Migration is a sort of like, you think that might be a sort of Fanji or a sort of more seasoned veteran.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Fanji. Banning Arabia and LAN Madness also seems Boo-like. Boo famously doesn't like Arabia, especially the ladder script Arabia, which is what we've got.
I don't think that Boo will ban things that Boo would normally ban. I think that Boo will 100% try and pretend to be somebody else, and I think you can't look for Boo-like behavior too much, because I feel like he's so likely to try and be funny and pretend to be somebody else.
That's true, but you also have to win.
That is, well...
But Boo can win. Boo's good enough to win.
Boo can win
against lots of players. Chaos pick game 1, that would be interesting. See how the players approach that. Lots of different ways. And then, okay, let's get into the civs. Wow. Spanish first pick grabs my eye instantly, given that there's no Nomad. Is that really going to be Spanish again on Tunnel? We thought Adele tried to play Spanish on Tunnel. It kind of backfired. But a solid play from Brum to beat the Spanish on Tunnel. But yeah, Spanish could be for Tunnel. Where else are we going to see it? I'm not seeing it on Neon and not seeing it on Cup. Not seeing it on Chaos Pit. I guess that is Tunnel.
It is good to be the king.
Cheers, Ted. What else have we got in the draft? Dravidians, Malay, Persians, all very solid hybrid kind of civs. I guess one of those is going on Cup for sure. Migration could be Persians or Malay.
Goths on Neon.
Where's the Goths on Neon by Basil? Goths on Neon.
Big fan.
Snuck that in last pick. What are we seeing against? What's Dennis playing against Goths?
Anything. Berbers?
Could be Berbers. Yeah, Berbers on Neon could be the plan.
Or wait, didn't I remember a big wall game on Malay on Neon.
Yeah, I remember that one as well. So maybe it's Persian douche on Chaos Pit, Dravidians on Cup, Malay on Migration, Spanish on Tunnel, Berbers on Neon. How's that sound?
Where do Turks go?
Yeah, you don't.
That's the last pick.
That's the last bit.
I'm already done.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe that's it. Hard to say. And then Basil's side, Japanese was the first pick of the draft. They get the host, so they get the first pick, and they've gone for Japanese, which I guess is Migration. Picking for your first home map makes a lot of sense to me. Saracens could be Neon. Bohemians. If it's Bohemians on Neon, that's Fanji confirmed. That's what he did in the. Fanji did that in the qualies for no reason. Basically, just went Bohemian FC into
Was
crossbow.
that against a weaker player?
Yeah, it was against a weaker player. Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of writing about Saracens on Neon. I think Fanji and Boo might have had an argument about the viability of Saracens on Neon.
Who thought it was good and who thought it was bad?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was. I think there was some discussion on whether being able to sort of buy stone for a castle cheap.
Oh yeah.
If that was actually good.
Like, you don't save that much on stone.
No.
You're still spending a lot of gold on stone to buy a castle. It helps you sell stone. You actually would get a good price on selling a stone. Maybe that's the idea.
Yeah, I think there was some.
Yeah, not really too much left to say. Some play Saracens on Neon yesterday. It was Mayans versus. It was Mayans versus Saracens, right? I think it was Mayans versus Saracens. Let's see if that plays out again today. Game 1 is on Chaos Pit, and let's get into the action right now. As the game. I need to launch my game, and then we'll go. Chaos Pit. So we're going to see potentially Persians versus. Could be Goths on Chaos Pit. Japanese could be on Chaos Pit, or Incas. Persians versus Incas is my guess.
Is that just purely because Incas don't necessarily go anywhere else?
Spanish versus Incas. Okay. Spanish versus Incas. And we're in game 1 now. Dennis versus Basil. Round of 16 action. Dennis picking the blue and Basil goes for yellow. I think Ted quite likes yellow. So maybe that's a tell there. And Spanish on Chaos Pit does feel quite unusual. To be honest. What bonuses do they have? They got faster. They've got faster building villages, which might help in a tower war. Incas have the cheapest stone. Yeah, I mean, neither of those are the sort of S tier Chaos Pit civs. No poles, no Franks.
You can't FC Conks. What else does Spanish do?
Well, that's it. This is an interesting one from Dennis. I think that's interesting. Building a lumber camp out this side, not this way.
Disguise it.
Yeah, it's somewhat disguised, I guess.
Although, you know they're cutting somewhere, so if you
Oh.
don't find them at the back,
Yeah,
you
but
just look around.
if you, I guess the idea is if you send your 4 vills to drop a tower here, you're gonna not have a good time. But obviously Basil's
probably
right to
gonna
that. He's gonna scout
scout
it. Yeah.
Supero makes an interesting point that Ted gift subs right at the beginning of the stream.
maybe that's a tell as well.
Definitely watching.
Definitely, yeah.
watching
Ted is
today.
watching himself win as Basil. There's a bit of Discord meta analysis showing that Dennis the Menace didn't give themselves a profile picture, whereas everyone else has given themselves like a picture of Hermione Granger or Basil, whatever. Dennis the Menace hasn't done that, and there was some debate whether that meant it was Dan MT.
Who doesn't have a profile picture?
Yeah. And apparently didn't do it last year either for whoever he was in the Hidden Cup last year. So
As Dennis the Menace. So you think Dennis the Menace might be Dan?
yeah,
Very provisional.
purely on sort of social reads at this point with no real evidence, we're thinking Dan against Ted, I guess. Which would be a pretty solid matchup. I think either of them could win it if it was the case.
There's a lot of letters in common between Dennis the Menace and Dan MT.
True.
In fact, all the letters are in common. I rest my case.
It's an anagram if you take out a lot of letters. Oh, Dennis, though, not with the best Lumbercamp micro. We saw some interesting Lumbercamp placement from Liam Gallagher on this map, where you place it intentionally 1 tile back, and that means you can squeeze more vills in.
Can you not? Surely you can get 2 on the 1 tree.
You can, yeah. I think, well,
Well,
they both had done it at some
they're not
point.
even.
Now they're paying attention to their scouts running around.
This map is all about tree micro.
It is. It really is. It's a big part of it. Oh, Lumen for Basil. He's going to go up at 19 pop, really? Is that going to go up? There we go. 19 pop click. Menace is at 20 right now. Only 5 seconds of idle PC time for Basil. So that's a pretty quick uptime. And hasn't got any bills on stone just yet, so I doubt we're going to see a tower rush. But no loom! Oh, please somebody's got loom. No loom for Dennis. This is a big, big mistake. Oh,
Save
nice quick
the
walls,
bell.
but still.
It's a lot of time not chopping down your tree.
Well, yeah, and look, he's small walled out the tree with the most progress on. So has to delete that and send more vills back over the side, which makes it even more time consuming to do that. 33 wood on this pine tree for Basil and 34 for Dennis. Basil's slightly ahead in that race, but yeah, let's see where they're going to go for. Okay, we have got 2 vills on stone now, so it's going to be a tower placement for Basil and following up with some spearmen. I think it's a typical opening on the outfit. Still no loom, of course, as Dennis is on the way up to feudal age, so can't research that tech, which will make it extremely annoying.
I think it'll just come in before the power goes up. It's vanished.
Got a bill in the queue though. Is that after loom or before? Oh my god. He just forgot about loom. He's just completely forgot about loom.
Alright, who forgets about loom? Probably Atom.
Well, many great players have forgotten about loom. Myself.
It's
What
a
we're
big
talking about there.
fan.
Gets the bill there. Nice work from Basil.
Oh, Spearman as well. Turn the scout cavalry back around.
He realised. He must realise that these bills are dying so quick, though. This bill's gonna die as well. This is Titanic. It's all falling apart for Dennis here.
Nice micro.
Yeah. Nice work there. Basil can
Lost
afford one
any-
more eagle if he wants to. Look at this. This is just heartbreaking. You're through on your last tree, and then you got to start from square one. Whereas
How's Basil's wood line looking?
he's just got that last little bit left, 57 wood, so halfway there on the final tree of the row. And then you can start getting gold, and with Incas, I guess with gold. Yeah, here we go. Let's go for some archers. Why not? Archers and men-at-arms and eagles. All really solid units, and Menace now is going to try and counter-attack. But it's so much harder. The attacks comes in for Basil just to speed up that wood collection. Still no loom on these vills, who are marching out now to a different area. Also kind of calls into question the lumber camp placement, right? Because the tower is easier to build, less far to walk. Slightly, I suppose. Not a big deal, but slightly less far to walk. Place it. Yeah, that really good scouting by Basil. Sees that new lumber camp, and the tower will come up there very shortly, I'd imagine.
Good worker efficiency swings so far this game.
Oh yeah?
As Basil Fawlty's walked a ton of villages over and it's all gone down, and it's about to go back up again after this tower does it.
To delete that foundation, then it's wise to that.
Who's the most hill fighting? That might be quite indicative of who's who.
Yeah, this is
It's,
an all-out brawl here.
If you're good at Vil fighting, you're good at Black Forest.
You're good at Black Forest, exactly. I think Dan plays some Black Forest. Filthy Dan. And forgetting Loom is a easy mistake to make, I think, with all the nerves of the first game of the tournament. You know, you don't know who the opponent is. Game 1 on Chaos Pit.
It's a good Vil fighting, though, I think.
Yeah, really nice Phil fighting. He was actually ahead in pop, or was even in pop, despite all of that chaos that Basil did. The Eco KD 5-2, that is kind of painful. And the fact that Basil surely is now through on the wood. Yeah, you've got to go out.
But not acting on it just yet.
Then it still has three whole trees left to go. And now that, this is the worker efficiency you're talking about. 39 to 68 vills just marching across the map from both players. It is called Chaos Pit, aptly so. And here we go now. Through, I'm going to make a mining camp on this gold. Forward range and back barracks at home and pump out units too. I think Basil's got this, but can he convert against Menace, who seems to be a strong player? Sure, good awareness to keep the game going on despite having such a horrendous opening there. Another player close to picking up the ball, as you expect. And this is the awkward thing. You need to chop sort of vertically, not laterally. So having tons of workers on the wood line actually can slow it down, because these ones now are going to be boxed in and bumping on these people trying to chop off their wood from the side. It might just slow it down a bit. And here we go, the first eagles are starting to get produced by Basil with that fresh influx of gold. Skirmisher micro is basically what map can turn into. Skirm v skirm. But adding an eagle or two into there should make a big difference. We've got no armor though, so...
This is where I'd love to be adding scouts, but it's making me so soon.
Yeah. Scouts would be quite nice.
Just transition into scouts into knights. Nothing beats that.
Nothing beats scouts into knights. Well documented fact. Ooh, look at this. Basil getting a bit creative with the gate wall there.
Not entirely sure. There's force to fight.
I think it was good. I think it was really good. 2 skirms died because of that one, a third now as well, and these skirms are now suddenly on the run.
They are also on the hill.
They are on the hill. They are on the hill, but the eagle's in minimum range. Just keeping close.
Well, that shows the value of adding 1 eagle.
Yeah. Like, completely turn that round now. Menace can make nice... Basil, sorry, can make nice farms.
Second eagle.
So Menace has managed to gather so much stone, he's going to try and buy his way up to Castle Age. Is that really the play here? Maybe that's the plan. There's no way. Okay, he's going to sell the stone. No way that's going to be affordable, though, I don't think. Only 650. Looking much healthier now. Healthier, closer to Castle Res. And look at, like, it's very impressive that the eco's so close together. I don't quite see why the vills are so similar. Oh, 5 to 4. 5 to 4 KD, so Dennis got a couple back somewhere.
Those walling in the skirms.
Oh, they picked up some
at
vills.
the sacrifice of
Okay. Basil could just wait a little bit for a couple more eagles to make this much easier. Also, investing into armor. I guess it's kind of at odds with going up to Castle Age, which is what Basil's real objective is, but trickling the eagles in one by one is a little bit sad. So skirms can kill them. 9 skirms. And there we go, Dennis clicked up first after a shaky start, has recovered really nicely, and these trees are all going to be chopped through. Yeah, but very close, right? Very close. Like, Basil's only got 4 on gold, so it's not like a super booming gold economy.
What do you do?
I think you jump the castle, right? You can go
You sold all your stone.
Still all your stone. You still do.
How much? I guess you've got to get outside the stone. There's stone actually quite far away in the outer ring.
Yeah, your stone is.
Oh, there's stone there.
There's stone there which you can get. There's no stable, which I think knights would be an option. You could go for. Oh, Spanish. You can't get crossbow. I think we have to play conch here. And Dennis is frantically mining stone. I think Dennis is going to try and make a castle and go for some conch.
Yeah, I think he's screaming for knights.
Well, skirms counter conchs, right? That's the issue.
Knights counter skirms.
Knights counter skirms.
And, no feudal age unit beats knights. I've heard it said.
I've heard that said too.
As much as I'm quite biased.
Oh, siege. Siege is a good shout. Siege is a very good shout. And this
Well, there is the stable.
There's the stable. Okay, so we might see a couple of knights.
Stable you need
True.
I think, yeah, you've got to build a couple. Just two knights. Cleans up all the skirms. You can go and harass, make them, force them to quick fall back. I think even just run them around the outside and yeah.
I think Basil will be missing the chance to kill the game off in feudal. Like, getting this tower up is so nice, but couldn't quite convert it. Dennis did a really good job. And look at this. This is the kill switch. Spanish castles build quicker. 9 vills on that. I think it's going to go up. I don't think Basil has an army to stop 2 knights, right? It's just 2 knights, but it's a big deal. And this is disaster. Yeah, infantry armor will not really help against the knights, to be honest. They're still going to crush eagles. Basil's ahead on villagers for now, but let's see how that changes. Oof, this is brutal. Stone walls. Can Basil see that? Yeah, I can see them going up, but there's no chance of noticing that. Yeah, no time to stop them. Yes, hopefully Dennis will ball up. And all the other side as well. Trapping Basil inside a prison here. And Basil stonewalling himself inside his own prison, it feels like. Elite Scum, Bodkin Arrow, Tech. Couple of conks out, so they're gonna be weaker against those Elite Skirmishers, of course, but it's pretty tough for Basil if there's no way you can get in. This is Dan MT. I'm getting big Dan vibes. I'm getting very big Dan MT vibes. Dennis, ooh, Dennis, yes, Fanji vibes is a good call. They got slapped in the Vil War? Yeah, true. Would Fanji lose the Vil War? Surely not. Also, I don't think Fanji forgets Loom. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Like, it's the first game of your tournament, right? So, and Dan has a. I'm not sure Dan forgets Loom either, so it's hard to read too much into that. Yeah, this is brutal though. This is really brutal. As Dennis, please probably notice that. Oh my god, Dennis. He's gonna let these Vils out. And the Vils are going to find this Vil, and Stonegate there from Basil's huge. That's given him a lifeline, because if he's cut off here, that's really tough. But yeah, Dennis just failed to close the net.
I'm not sure that Dennis has you know, about 3 minutes ago, it looked like Dennis was in the certain capacity, and now it's kind of, well, maybe Basil's managed to hang on. Has now got to castle, got upgrades, it's building military.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Basil's done a good job here.
Managed to obtain a knight.
A couple of tiles further forward, this would be much more devastating. Basil's not noticed. Oh, well, actually, it's good they didn't build a kill further forward. Oh, sees it now. Sees it now. Will he spot that?
That's good knowledge of line of sights.
Oh, true. Yeah, actually, yeah. How many tiles is that? 1, 2, 3, or whatever it is.
Yeah, you can. There's the exact furthest forward tile it could have been.
That's pretty smart.
So that is.
Dan and Fanji would know that, for sure. The monks from Basil delete all the knights. This is turning a little bit in Basil's favour. The TC does go down to the castle drop. Look at Basil's zone though. 2 Incan castles.
Well, I heard that Kamiyuks beat Conks. I don't think they beat Conks.
They probably wouldn't do too bad, to be honest. I reckon they'd have a good shout. Deleting all of them's overkill. Oh my god. Okay, Basil is not afraid of the challenge. Puts that castle straight up in range of Menace's. Which says to me that Basil's going to try and go to Imp.
9 on food.
Yes, but although 700 stone in the bank.
And it was 7 on food. Yeah.
Oh, and Menace did actually get some walls off behind this. This is so annoying. So annoying to deal with. Yeah, can just sell all of the stone. Oh, Basil's trying to stone them off now.
One, I believe. Well, they both blocked each other in.
Yeah,
excellent.
It's a very complicated series of walls from one player, blocked by walls from another player, and then...
It's just a thing that when you're in the middle of an intense moment, it can be quite hard to unpick.
Yeah.
Like, the solution might be quite easy, but not necessarily...
Yeah, like...
Perfect timing.
That, yeah, really perfect. This stone gate will not last long at all. There we go. Like, do I delete? Is it better for me to delete my wall, or should I keep it up? You know.
What do I have to get rid of? What tiles are mine? Is there a route through? Is there not? I delete my walls, my shooters off. But...
Yeah. I think this is looking tough now for Basil because Dennis on the way to Imp.
That's that power there. I mean, forcing a counter tower. You built a tower with 1 vil. Your opponents then built a tower with 8 vils.
Yeah,
That is a good trade.
definitely. And that was about to die to the eagle anyway, but just was so annoyed by that ranging the bills that had to place the counter tower, he felt. And yeah, Basil, look, he's stuck. Basil really is stuck in this very small area, the entire edge of the map. Basil tried to get this up, but the edge of the map is pretty much controlled by Dennis.
I like Outpost just
From Dennis. Yeah.
And I think you can. It is, Outposts don't get built enough.
Mm-hmm.
And better players, really good players. Outposts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could just earlier you could have bought round to sort of just above the left of the siege workshop there, the other side of the wood.
Mm-hmm.
And an outpost there.
Yeah. You might just speak up a bit, didn't you? Full mem.
Should put on my meeting voice.
Yeah.
On the agenda today, Dennis versus Basil on Chaos Pit.
There we go. Okay, Basil's going to make a second castle to try and win the Treb War. So 2 castles versus 1, but the counter action is that Menace is up first, because we got the first Treb out earlier. And Dennis actually has stone for a second castle of himself, but I guess the thing is you probably want to spend that stone on repairs, so... Really can see a second castle coming. Conk's trying to slow it down, but yeah, they can't do anything.
Oh,
See?
I don't think it's worth it.
and Basil has so much stone. I think the Treb War should be easily in Basil's favour with 8 stone bank and castles.
Mm-hmm.
Repair the castles.
Gotta speak up. It's got a little... Yeah. You can go closer.
Where's the... Alright, what am I looking at?
You're looking at microphone. You want that in the yellow.
In the yellow. Okay.
There you go. The question: who's winning, Vinny?
Who's winning?
Yeah,
Basil's winning.
Basil.
Basil's winning. But Basil needs to repair the castle with more villagers.
Oh, Basil. This is rough. It's 3 Trebs to 3. Both players are repairing the castle. Actually, not both players are repairing the castle. Dennis is repairing this one, but Basil's not repairing this castle of his. Is there a world where Dennis's castle survives? Maybe not. But there is definitely a world where both
go
die.
down, yeah. I think that you've got to be spending some of that 700 stone on repairs.
Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, you definitely do. Maybe you place your other castle a bit further back, right? So you can't just set up shop with the Trebs and Treb them both down. Because losing 2 castles against losing 1 is a huge deal. And now Dennis gets chemistry. Do some bombards. Or hand cannons maybe for the eagles.
12 on stone, just build another castle.
Yeah. And has all this out to control, right? Has so much res that you can take. In fact, here we go. Yep, going now for a mining camp around the right-hand side. Basil's slowly but surely working his way through these stone walls. Trebs taking some pot shots at each other. Knows that he can spill these trebuchets from Basil. There's nothing left. No castles left to produce more Trebs, which is obviously a huge deal. Basil doesn't get bombards as Incas. And yeah, frantically repairing this Treb. He knows how much it means, but couldn't repair the castles in time. The castle's gone down already, so it's a bit too little too late. The Vil and army numbers are looking good though. 100 pop to 70 is a nice buffer. It's just how can we actually manifest that into control?
The military are entirely skirms and spears.
True.
And a
Yeah, Mangonel battering down the walls here. In fact, this wall's actually gone through. Ooh, this castle could not go up if Basil's on it.
If the Mangonel comes.
Basil's got to notice this. He picked the ram through, but there's a pile of his own wall blocking it. Okay, skirms and spears charging forward now. Yeah.
Cohesion between the pikes and the skirmishes.
Yeah, you want to probably want to keep them together, right?
And you also probably want to find some gold and stop building trash.
Well, Basil's so close. You just got to delete this tile and go out here, Basil. But no, if Dennis gets the castle up, that's going to be so painful.
And you've got to go through the other side. That's a lot more balanced.
Yeah, much more. Well, okay, actually, these houses will die quickly. Or palisade wall will definitely die quickly. I think Dennis is winning. It's one of those games where I think Dennis is in the winning position, but everything is, all the metrics are saying Basil's ahead. Like, look, if you look to this, you think, okay, Basil's ahead. I'm gonna win.
If you look at the actual where the villagers are,
yeah,
and you see 42 on wood and 25 on food, and nothing gold or stone. Oh, that's
look at
quite
this.
poor timing.
So unfortunate.
And gonna lose all those villagers.
Okay, he's noticed now at least. Oh no, he's not noticed. That's good. I'm just charging around here. What can we see? Yeah. Okay. Then Basil's doing a good job. I think these are two very strong players. Basil is flaring dots all over the map. It is truly chaotic, and Basil's doing a good job of getting his units in and amongst Dennis' eco.
The one converted knight doing absolute damage in the back of Dennis's base.
Oh, he's finally freed himself with some more gold.
7 gold.
Yeah. Like, all the bills pulled away. Nice work.
Oh.
Get that live chemistry on the PC helping out as well. Nice dodging. Knight. Really nice work from the knight. Just escaped there. I mean, 20 HP on that knight is still a decent. Like, yeah, look at this.
It can still clean up much.
Okay. There's one surviving Cheb from Basil is being put back into service. The castle now from Basil over here. This is another focal point of the game. The ram frantically being repaired.
Another Treb.
Another Cheb war, yeah.
All miniature. But Basil has 162 stone and no access to it. And Dennis has slightly more stone and actually has stone. So theoretically, it should be hard to win a Treb.
Yes, I agree. The rams are nice though. The rams are nice. The ram can just hit a Treb. Yeah, it's got to pack up. The Treb has got to pack up. Oh, the animation is so funny on the ram. When it bashes its pole, it doesn't actually do any damage sometimes.
Let's talk about bashing your pole on Twitch wall.
GG! Oh, I was just about to say, I think the Basil's just about wrestling.
It is because, like, if you look at the map, on the sides it's all Dennis, and then through the middle it's all Basil.
Yeah.
So theoretically, Dennis has all the gold and stone access, but you're losing everything everywhere else.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. And it was just, I guess, the sort of push through here. Ted saying GG. Very good game, Ted. I think it might be Ted versus Dan. honestly.
Well, he's
Dennis is Dan.
Dennis is Dan.
Dennis is Dan.
Basil is Ted.
Ted loves yellow. It felt quite Ted-like, with a really solid castle, tower rush there was really nice. This feels very Dan, the Stonewall aside. It's like Dan or Fanji, someone who a Stonewall enjoyer. Just go straight forward, Stonewall off your opponent.
And Dennis had a really good build.
Yeah, lost it though. Lost it. Dennis lost the build fight, I think. Yeah, this one.
Didn't Dennis? I thought Dennis won the build because it was against. Oh, I can't.
I don't remember.
It was someone had like the same number of vills and 2 skirms and still lost.
Oh, okay. Maybe
I
that
can't
was
remember
Basil
who
then.
skipped
Maybe that was
scores.
Basil.
Dennis is Fanji for sure, says Super.
There you go.
It's been said.
No
100%
further discussion
for
needed.
sure.
Not much to say about the APM either. Pretty middle of the road. 46 is on the lower
he
side.
shot boars with the TC. So get the graphic
Oh
up on
yeah,
the screen.
that was a classic one, wasn't it? That was back when shooting the balls with TC was uncommon,
That
but
was
now
Hidden
everyone
Cup-
does it.
That was Hidden Cup 3 when it was like a big. It was should you or should you not?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was. I think everyone agreed that you should, but
Well,
like sometimes
one
the
in
lag or whatever.
100 times.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
shoot your boar. It's quite sad.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see a sweep here. I think we've got a very even matchup.
That game was very back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
and I think if you'd asked me to call a winner, I could have given you about 10 different answers at 10 different points.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not. I could have given you 2 different.
Two different answers, 10 different points.
The answers
Yeah.
would have gone back and forward 10 times.
Yes. It
I could have
really
only given you
flip-flopped.
2 answers.
Yes.
Call it a draw.
Call it a draw.
How long does the game have to go before calling it a draw becomes acceptable?
I don't know. I feel like if you get to the Rubenstock
Hmm.
length, you could
Okay,
probably.
Berbers on migration.
Ooh, Berber's migration. Yes. What have we got in the draft? We've got Malay, Dravidians, and Persians all in the draft. We're playing Berbers.
It's Malay for Neon.
Don't think it is Malay for the. I'm not be honest.
Well, you played it.
I played it.
What was that? Who was that? What was that game? I don't remember. What was
Uh,
that?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about. We used Spanish for Chaos Pit, and that's gone now. That's the first
Yeah.
pick gone.
I don't really understand Chaos Pit. I feel like if you want to do that game plan,
Yeah.
couldn't you just do it with Koreans or any other Civ?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the conks are really nice. Conks are nice.
There weren't that many conks, and they kept dying.
They did because they got converted, or some. Well, the knights got converted, but yeah, the elite skirms from Incas, which have slightly cheaper food costs as well.
And then the conks kept fighting castles, which is a losing battle.
Oh yeah. Trying to run into snipe the bills in the castle is like
it
90%
happened
complete.
twice, and
That-
both
yeah.
times was 6 or 7 conks gone.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Okay. Well, let's see what happens on migration now. So Berbers versus Japanese. I instantly would prefer to be Japanese. That's the first pick from Basil. So actually it's a role reversal. Last time we had the first pick for Dennis on Chaos Pit, and the second to last pick for Basil. Now we've got the first pick for Basil and second to last pick for Dennis. So might not be a particular fan of migration, and it should be said this is Basil's home map. So Dennis lost game 1, gets to pick, and he's picked Basil's home map, and maybe just wants just to sort of get this game out of the way. What do you think? Like, he intentionally picking a map that he doesn't really know if he can win or not, but just fancies his chances. And you got to win 3 out of the 5 games. So You lose game 1 and 2, no problem. You just win the last 3.
Well, it still doesn't explain picking Berbers.
It doesn't explain picking Berbers.
What do Berbers get for migration?
Their ships
Faster.
move faster, right?
Yeah.
The fire ships move faster, I think, or all ships maybe.
Which is
Faster fishing ships.
useful.
Oh yeah.
But
Neither here nor there, though. Really, is it?
no, it's not necessarily. Although those fishing ships do look really quick, actually. When they move, they do. It is like they do look slightly odd.
It's not Japanese. I'd much rather have the Japanese fishing ships. Let's watch these fishing ships.
Yeah. Does that look quick to you on the way back?
Let's see. Not really, to be honest. Not really.
Okay. Oops.
It's not blowing my socks off, put it that way. Then it's up to feudal age though, which is earlier by quite some way actually. Basil unit speed. Oh yes, you can see the unit speed. So 1.39 versus 1.26.
And slightly, the fourth fishing ship comes out later for Menace because Japanese. Say,
Yes, that's a very good point. Yeah, like the Japanese have so much going for them on this map. The deeper lumber camps is quite nice, and mining camps of course as well. The fishing ships are tankier, and I think they work a bit faster as Japanese. Is that true?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean they're one of the top tier hybrid civs for a good reason, and this is why. So, let's see. Basil's going for 2 dots. Dennis going for 2 dots. Are we going to see galley opening or fire galley opening? That was the kind of contentious decision that we saw. Some people think we saw last series. We saw the eventual loser of it, who was, gosh, I can't remember who was playing it today. The eventual loser of it went for fires against Japanese, which maybe wasn't the best call. In the case, galley versus galley. The slight head start for Dennis. Got 3 docks as well compared to Basil. He's only got 2 up at the moment. And actually, do you know what, Vinny? Maybe Dennis is calling Basil's bluff a bit on the water and says, actually, I love playing water maps. You've picked migration. I'll take that, and
I'll play Berbers, and I'll beat you with.
I'll beat you with Berbers.
Berber
Yeah, which would be a big sign of strength.
galleys.
I'm not sure if Dan is a big water enjoyer. I don't know much about the way Dan
it's
plays
an
other than
interesting
Stonewall.
thought in the chat, which is that Basil had 27 seconds of idle time up to view,
Yeah.
which is that in training grounds that's
It's top tier.
by the by,
Yeah.
but at this level there's perhaps something to read into that.
I think so. I think Dennis has called Basil's bluff on the migration thing, and this is what's so interesting about the map draft. You have to offer 2 maps to your opponent. So he's offered up migration, and Dennis has grabbed it with both hands. And yeah, I guess maybe that made Basil panic a bit in the Civ draft and go for Japanese first pick just to make sure that he had a Civ, which he really knew was solid.
Is that is Japanese a I'm playing migration, oh gosh, what's a good Civ?
Yeah, maybe.
That might be the because they are a good Civ, but they are not, their eco is not generic.
No.
You maybe you're too busy thinking about when your dock goes up and you forget to queue a villager.
Yeah. I think
Maybe.
it could be. I think it honestly could be.
So fletching in slightly sooner. Get 1 volley of fletching versus no fletching.
Mhm.
And make a difference.
Yeah, this is the awkward bit now because Basil's got a huge defender's advantage. Like, look how far he got to sail around to get your reinforcements in compared to Basil. So Menace has to just back off a little bit here. And even if Menace does break through, Japanese fishing ships are so tanky, and it's hard to get any economic damage done after this. So I think Menace might have to make a move for the land at some stage. Because this naval war is never really going to come to too much fruition, to be honest. I don't think. Market up to Menace. Market's on the way for Basil as well. I think, yeah, we'll see Castle Age coming in fairly soon, to be honest, and see how the game plays out from there. The players just might bring back and forth a bit, maybe.
If it does come to a land fight in the middle, who do you favour?
Well, I guess that's the good thing about Berbers. Their Castle Age is quite nice, right? Because their Castle Age on land is really nice. Because their stable units are cheaper. So you can get knights out really nicely. But for Japanese, your pikemen attack faster. And you can make cheap, not cheap towers, but strong towers. I don't really know who I'd prefer, but that makes me think I prefer Japanese. If I don't know who I prefer to be the Civ who has the stronger hybrid opening. Oh, and actually Basil closes the distance on the galleys now. This is big. This is big. Dennis
Splitting,
just slightly.
Yeah. And the numbers have swayed, so 3 galley advantage.
Manchester's laws, right?
Manchester's
it just
laws,
spirals.
yeah.
It just spirals. Oh gosh, Pixel.
Pixel's going for the microphone.
Yeah. That was an interesting one, Pixel. 4-1 KD. That's brutal. That is brutal. Like, very low kills, but yeah, 5-1 as well. And look, Menace has to keep running and running and running.
And now, this time, the numbers aren't even, so defense advantage doesn't apply. That being said, it is only 4 fishing ships each.
Oh,
no
true.
one's gone super deep and built 12.
Yeah. And both sold the stone. Look at this. They are in lockstep here. I think this is a really close game. This is, I think, the closest game of the round of 16. Because they've done exactly the same thing. Pretty much, look at that! 16, 13, 10, 16, 12, 8. Like, they are so in sync, these two players, on their eco distribution and the way they've approached the map. Castle Age coming in very similar times. Slight lead for Basil, who gets War Galley and Bodkin straight away.
And Basil is waiting for the up.
War Galley, Bodkin. Yep, he's waiting. He's waiting. He knows he's got more numbers. Oh, and these 2 stragglers coming back for Dennis get picked off. And that's bad news. Basil, if he wants to make the most of the timing, has to go now.
You're still ahead. If you both get your upgrades, Basil still has the naval superiority at the moment.
Yeah.
Basil's.
Go. Transport's on the way for both players. Dennis has to get his transport. Okay, yeah. I was going to say, he's got to get his builds ready, because if the Navy pushes through, the transport can get picked up. But yeah, I think it'll be absolutely fine. The transport getting stuck on a fishing ship. Meanwhile, the naval fight is happening here. Ballistics in for Dennis, or coming in for Dennis. Basil's not picked that one just yet, saving his res, I suppose, for a town centre. Right? Guess that's the plan. I'm going to buy 100 stone back and make a town centre in the middle. KD 12-5. Oh, and this is nice. This is really nice from Basil. Just sending a small force round to pick off some fish. Not going to achieve too much. Has to pull away now, but divides attention.
It did kill half of the fishing ships.
It did. So it did kill half of the ships. Yeah.
And
now I can run back this side.
Fast fishing ships. So really, it's like killing 2.2 fishing ships.
Oh yeah, the faster fish. And well, here the other 2 might die now, and the transport could be in trouble. Venice has got completely locked on to this small raiding force, and the Navy, if it pushes through on the transport, could be huge. transport's going to make the risk. Go for it. Fine then. Dennis actually, here we go. Let's have a look on land now. Oh my god. Loom is in for Dennis, not making the same mistake again. But Basil's found the town centre.
Guys, just put the TC down, put the siege workshop down straight away.
Yeah.
And just take out the TC. That I really like that because there's not going to be any land military for a little while, so you can just get away with mangonels and guns.
Yeah. You definitely can. You definitely can. And like if you're in trouble, just send a build and repair the mangonel. Because Dennis hasn't spotted this. Well, he has now. His scout has now spotted this. But he can't react. There's so much going on. He's trying to surround Basil's island with his navy, which Basil's also doing the same. But to be fair to Dennis, there's nothing really to hit. This woodline's in peril, but other than that, it's absolutely fine.
And so what is to stop Basil just going like
yeah, exactly. And how do you counter pike mangonel as Berbers? Are you really going to go into crossbows and
even then you're going to probably end up losing your whole navy while you're trying to micro against mangonels.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I guess the answer is to go your own mangonels, which is absolutely valid. Mango the pikes in the background? Yeah, true. I guess that's the play. Oh, watch out, Basil! Basil!
Oh, he's clicked through.
Basil? Oh, look at that micro! Look at the micro! Let's go!
That's massive. That makes a big difference on that. It's gone from 1 versus 0 mangonels to 0 versus 1.
Yeah, true.
Without even having to take any damage. And
what's going on here? Basil's navy is completely migrated. Monastery out for Basil, and this is migration. I mean, Chaos Pit was chaotic enough. We've got big chaos coming in on migration. Look at this. Both players all in on the land war now. Monks coming out, mangonels in production for both. Conversion doesn't complete. Who's going to win this naval fight? Look at the HPs. Very, very similar HP, but slight lead for Basil here, although one ship advantage means that theoretically Dennis will overcome this. Indeed, it looks like he is slightly pulling it back, but they're basically both being fully traded off, and basically no ships left alive at the end of this one. Yeah, a couple of reinforcements. A couple of demos.
That is a rare counter example of Lanchester's laws where it actually does just trade down completely evenly.
Yeah.
That's statistically improbable.
Oh! Do you see that? That has had a couple of monks just chilling. The mango shot was mid-air. Turning Garrison on very nicely, but yeah, that one was a little bit less nice.
And mangonels from top of the hill.
Yeah.
Bonus damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see one shot. Snag there.
Yeah. Do we actually want to repair this DC?
Down.
I'm not convinced we're repairing DC, right? You're just spending a lot of wood on repairing a building which is probably going to die anyway. That's a nice shot. Obviously uphill means it doesn't actually die in a full volley, but that's a good attack ground.
There's no way
maybe
you
it
can
won't
save the TC.
Maybe it
Surely you
nice
can't
shot
save
on the
the
builds.
TC.
I think he might, The conversion's coming in on the villagers. Obviously it's harder to spam the villagers with conversions now. You can't do that anymore. You patch the... There we go. That shows the hill advantage. Complete chaos now.
The tower is not going to go up. And somehow that mill is still repairing the TC. Doing a grand job of it.
Coming into the line of fire. The tower, I think, might eventually complete, but if it completes, it'll be because the TC is already dead. That's the issue. So it's not really going to achieve what it wants to do. Nice work from
Oh,
Basil,
how
but
does that
uphill.
not
Uphill. It honestly is just horrendous for Basil trying to fight this. And there's so many perfect shots on these units. They just keep getting prepared back up to full HP.
Who has the best mango micro in Britain?
Ooh. Wally.
Mango Mel.
Mango Mill, gotta be a
Got it in the
contender.
name.
Redemption for Basil. This is huge. I saw someone in chat saying that oh no. Okay, so do Berbers get redemption as well? I don't know my monk tech trees at all. But if Berbers don't get redemption, then that's a big deal. That is a big deal.
I play a lot of Berbers.
Redemption, not sanctity. Okay, so that's
You want to ask my knowledge of Berbers?
yeah, sorry,
monk
yeah,
tech tree?
yeah. Do they get redemption?
I've played hundreds of Berbers games. I've not built a monk though. Not built a monk with them. I don't know why you do that.
Well, how much damage does the monk do? That's the issue.
Well,
none. 0 damage.
There's been some discussion on that topic on the map makers Discord. Go to that now.
Conversions coming in on the Vills, but it's a small recompense for the conversions of the Mangonels, which Basil's trying to
that's a nice
unleash.
shot.
There we go. Basil's micro is really solid. Like the Mangonel shots all game have been really good. Atonement as well for these monks. The Vill lead as well. I think Basil might take this, Vinny. But again, it's a very close game. It's a very, very close game. We just need to see some more transition to farms on homeland, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Horse color coming in. Because we had so many Vills on wood for Basil, but hasn't got the food economy to
Have
show
you-
it.
have you seen the town centre idle time?
Oh my god. Look at that.
Is,
That shows
from both sides, which shows how intense the sort of naval and land battles have been. Although saying that, people are both seem to be moving mostly off the navy.
Yeah, I think it's just too complicated, right? It's simply too complicated to do navy and land at the same time. There's a bit of a period of time where the home island was being arranged by the navy, but yeah, like you said, that's stopped both players. It's completely locked in now, and maybe one day, one moment, we'll retake the water in a push to sort of win the game off and surround the enemy island. But right now, we're all locked in on this Mangonel micro.
Let's get
I feel like Berbers get cannon galleons.
Is it Berbers or is it Mongols? One of them.
Oh,
definitely.
Mongols definitely do.
definitely
Mongols definitely do.
And I love cannon galleons. I think they're great
Yeah, well, really good on this map.
because it's such a long and stretched out island that you never can reach at some point.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, that Mangonel bumping actually is a huge deal, but it didn't get converted.
They fixed the pathing in the last patch.
They fixed the pathing. Is this... Oh, this Phil's going to spot the castle. Let's try and build an outpost here. Castle spotted, and the Mangonels could rear their heads on these villagers. There's nothing to protect these vills. There's absolutely nothing to protect the vills, and the monks can convert the Mangonels to try and get in the harm's way. Oh my goodness me, this is brutal. This is totally brutal. And the conversion denied. Oh no, the monk died for CC. Oh! Oh, I thought we were going to see a 2-for-1 there. What?
Oh,
No way.
Oh, that
Basil, you've got to pay attention. Oh my goodness me.
This is too many people in the chat talking about Basil's Mangonel micro being good.
got stage fright.
It's
Oh, that was a good attack round. Oh my god, Basil is kind of styling on him, to be honest, though, Vinny.
Right, I'd like it if the players would queue villagers.
There's too much going on. Light Cav's going to get converted. Basil's going to need to make some Light Cav of his own, or some pikes, or something to counteract those.
There's no... Okay, so...
Basil Stone
couple of stone gates around that castle would be nice. Never manage it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Nice, really nice work.
that is a brave Mangonel shot.
Oh, Basil is a beast. Basil is such a beast. Basil's filthy. Yeah, Basil is extremely filthy with this. Look at the monks being produced.
And it's the same.
Res
Okay,
in the bank.
the military and economy split is exactly the same as it was last game at this point. It is,
Yeah.
There's a sort
Yeah,
of-
yeah. There's a theme there, right?
It is. There's a difference there, and now, and this is not. It's not Chaos Pit. You
No.
can't take out the sides, and while you can say that Basil maybe has less space on the middle island, there's still enough.
Oh, we're gonna spot that. We got Town Watch.
Ah.
Basil's a gamer's got Town Watch, and he's gonna spot this goes up. And given his reaction speed, I think he'll instantly send some mangonels over there.
Let's
The
see.
Siege Workshop has to get deleted. Castle is placed. Now what's the reaction?
There's a Mangonel going. No,
Now on the way. The monks are in harm's way though. That could distract
that
Basil.
Mangonel's going back. Maybe he hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, just clicks in. Just clicks in. We've got no pikes on the field. Lightcap are going to do huge work here. Look at this. Lightcap are going to turn the entire tide single-handedly.
Might be okay. No, that's too many Mangonels. That is unfortunate. Lightcap are gone, but
Oh! Desperately trying to repair. Release the Kraken. This is tough. This is really tough for Dennis, though, because Basil's on. Look at the food. 5 food in the bank, and Basil's halfway up to him. That is not what we want to see. I think we're probably going to see the GG called as soon as it comes in, because Dennis really is struggling here. But Basil has played
and
so
all
well.
you do is halb trap.
Yeah, Halb Treb, exactly. Halb Treb, nothing to counter that for Dennis right now. Like the Camelot,
Light Cav was timed well and used well, but it's tough to see a way back.
the thing with Light Cav is it costs food, right? So that's you're making a decision to not go up to him this quicker.
Every Light Cav's delaying your timing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, there we go. I mean, that is the nail in the coffin. In 7 seconds, is it going to be GG in 7 seconds as well? Basil's even found time to make some navy. Imp comes in. GG's not called instantly. Dennis wants to play it out just a little bit longer. But Trebs are on the way.
Okay, Dennis is about to click up.
Dennis is going to be... wow, he must have sold a lot of stuff. Sold a lot of
He's
wood.
done some wheeler dealering in the market.
Got Castle up as well. But look at this. Look at this. This is brutal.
And those, not looked at those vills in some time. I might have done Dennis a favour really, because those vills were pretty inefficient.
Oh yeah, they're not doing an awful lot, are they? But this is so
And
sad.
you can't, you don't have water control, so you can't even transport them over somewhere where they might be useful.
Yeah.
They're just sort of stuck on that home island.
I think I've changed my prediction. What we were saying here.
You don't think that Dennis can be Angie?
No, I think Dennis can be Dan or Sanji.
Who do you
I
think
think
Basil is then?
Basil
Someone really good.
might be the damn boo. Because earlier on I was saying, oh look, Basil's picked Japanese. That means he's not confident on migration. He wants to oh crap, they called my bluff.
Has Boo been in the chat?
Boo's not been in the chat, which is
That
rare.
says volumes potentially. Maybe I'd have thought. I almost can't believe that Boo wouldn't be in the chat for his own game.
Well, he said he always has real life commitments, which seems suspicious. Yeah, GG's gold.
GG.
I think it probably was over when Imp not convinced the other time. I mean, it's a very chaotic game, right? Very, very chaotic game.
So yeah, Boo likes his build orders.
It was a good build order, though, wasn't it? It was a good build order.
Well, with 30 seconds of idle time.
Oh, with 30 seconds. Ah, yes, up to feudal. Yes, that's what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah, that it's not tight.
That's a good point. That's a good point, actually. Well, maybe it's Ted. I mean, whoever it is, they're an absolute god at the Mangonel micro. And like the conversions, like
and being just out macroing
out
across the
macroing,
whole
yeah.
map.
Like the
Because
confidence,
both games.
the confidence to not go light cav in that Mangonel monk war and go up to imp, like that's a confident play and it just won the game. How many farms did Yellow have? 26 farms there. Basically just 26 farms. Looks like pretty. I mean, that's not very much, is it?
6 fishing ships still going.
Yeah, the fishing ships.
Although
Could redock here.
Not very efficient.
Not very
ships
efficient.
at the moment.
No. Those farms aren't neat enough to be Ted. Ah, okay. Ted is a neat farm enjoyer. Ted have more fishing farms. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep guessing then.
Well, you know.
Oh, that wasn't very good, Teld. No, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that at all. I'm saying it's. Oh, I see, because of the idle time. Yeah.
That Basil, whoever Basil is, they're 2-0 up. So
Basil's 2-0
up. Those 27 seconds didn't mean anything.
Absolutely.
In a game of 46 minutes and 31 seconds.
Yeah. Well, amazing stuff. So I said I don't think it's going to be a sweep, but based on that performance from Basil, maybe it will. If I'm Dennis now, I'm not messing around picking my opponent's home maps anymore. You've got to pick your own home map. Because Basil really showed that migration was a good one for him. Japanese beating Berbers. Oh, okay. Actually, to be fair, it was Berbers. So that at the start, it's talking about a throwaway sort of map.
It's a brave person to throw away when you're 1-0 down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's carry on then. So Dennis the Menace is back against the wall and goes for Cup, which is his first pick in that. Oh, Pixel's joining the cast. Thank you, Pixel. And game 3 is a go. Oh my god! No Goths on the
No Byzantines on. Don't people like Byzantines on this map?
I think they do like Byzantines.
Yeah.
Goths
instead
Cup.
of Byzantines.
So, what's the plan here? I guess I would be shocked if. Actually, no, I wouldn't be shocked. I was going to say I'd be shocked if Basil didn't expect Dennis to play Dravidians. So had that information, it's like, right, what do I want to play against Dravidians? I would assume is what Basil's thought process was, but actually that's not quite true because we didn't use Persians on migration. We still have Persians here. And Persians are a great civ for this.
What beats Dravidians?
Well,
Mangonels.
Do Mangonels beat Dravidians? I guess they do.
Dravidians have no answer to Mangonels apart from their own Mangonels? Isn't this a
do
thing?
They not? Oh, they get light cav, right? Or do they not get even light cav?
Dravidians? No.
They don't get light cav.
Maybe they do.
Oh, maybe they don't. Maybe they get scouts only.
They get scouts
maybe
only.
They get scouts only.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you get Chief Mangonels.
Yeah. Oh, that was a new. Okay. That
maybe
was,
that's why they
that is
they introduced that to counter it.
Later edition. Goths. Well, what do Goths do? Goths.
Well, what do Goths do? That is the question. Goths go man-armed tower, I guess. There's a fixed position start, so you know that your opponent is just over here. Goths go burr. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm very surprised to see Goths. It's the last pick, though, which says to me that Basil's got a strat prepared for it. Because he's like, well, I don't have to worry about, picking Goths early, because, I know that my opponent's not going to. They're not super aggressive. But the fact that you play them means that, like, probably you've got a strat for it, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just wouldn't play them. You've got perfectly good civ. Byzantines, obviously, we said it's a perfectly good civ for this map. So
Byzantines on Neon.
Could be
Spear skirm forward.
Yeah. And then Bohemians on
take
Tunnel.
the middle in Feudal Age.
Yeah, so Byzantines or Saracens on Neon. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see.
If you even have to play
Yeah,
Neon.
yeah. Well, maybe like as an incentive, right? To winning the quick set quickly, you're incentivized because it means you don't have to give your opponents any more information. But also, it puts the target on your back a bit as a really strong player. I think Basil will have a target on their back because they've shown a lot of class. And so is Dennis. I mean, Dennis is a very strong player. Like, either one of these players going out in the round of 16 will be, they'll be disappointed, I think. Or, I mean, this is just how it works with the random seeding, but they'll be upset to have not made it to at least the quarters.
Yeah,
I think,
it is.
either one of these players.
You can have the second best player can go out in the first round.
Yeah.
Not that that's necessarily happening. It's hard to tell because sometimes two less good players can make each other look really good.
Yeah.
It is always difficult to tell.
Yep. Because you can only play what's in front of you, ultimately. Okay, so here we go. This is how we're going to play Goth, Vinny. On Cup, you have 2 lakes to choose from. And Goths have chosen
neither. They've chosen the small band of land down the middle.
Yes, this is their avenue. Dennis, to be fair, actually could counter this quite hard by just going for the barracks themselves. And look at that, picking up at the same time. I actually worry a bit for Basil here because he's picked up at the same time as his opponent, and his opponent's got 2 fishing ships out. So surely he's going to be ahead.
I'm not worried because I'm supporting Dennis because I want to see Neon.
True, yes, we want to see Neon. We really want to see Neon here. Could be a reverse sweep.
Well, it is. If you can reverse sweep a best of 5, that shows that you perhaps have some tournament experience.
Ooh,
and that you're calm.
Yeah.
And that you're not someone who's going to get really, really tilted off of 2 hard-fought games.
Yes. Long, hard-fought games, you just put it behind you and move on to the next one. That does show tournament experience, you're right. The Man-at-Arm micro, the Militia micro, is as good as the Mangonel micro. Look at that. Hasn't lost a single Militia yet. Pulling away the weak ones. Have to pull away this one, actually. Oh, I spoke too soon. Someone had to curse there. Because, actually, the early engagement kind of went Dennis's way there. Or no, it didn't go Dennis's way, but he traded evenly, 3-3, when perhaps he shouldn't have been able to.
And if you're trading evenly, you're probably not too upset as Dravidians.
No. Absolutely not.
It doesn't matter how yeah, I guess later on if it goes super late, which it probably wouldn't map very often. I was gonna say that Goths have no answer for swords. Yes, they have hand cannons.
They have hand
That's quite a
cannons.
good answer.
Oh, Roomies would be sick. Yeah, true. Goth's infantry is cheaper, so you're perfectly happy taking even trades. Rip Dennis? I don't know if it's Rip Dennis. I do not know if it's Rip Dennis because Basil has put himself on a clock. He has to do damage here with these militia. Oh my god. Has to tap that wall. Nicely done. Has to tap this one as well. Oof. Goodness me. And the range up for Dennis now. Surely not. Maybe you can. With 3 bills, maybe you can. I didn't know you could do that. 5 man-at-arms though, that's big. And actually now, yeah, Basil just says, fine, okay, moving on. Let's have a look what we can do here. Yesterday we saw a brutal trap on the wood line, trapping in 3 men-at-arms and a scout on this map.
Okay, it's nice. It's nice walling to just fall for TC instead of just
Yeah.
the line.
Yep. Makes it much easier to get bills in and out of that wood line. Goes to the house though, because the houses have -1 melee armor, which makes it very nice target, and you can get a nice concave of units around them. And Basil does now move on to fires. Okay, so Basil does bite the bullet. and make some navy on this hybrid map, as it theoretically is.
Is Basil just allergic to? There's a Basil is four economy
Yeah.
units down and was.
Not noticing those, gonna actually. Oh. Being a bit cheeky with the snaking. What are you doing the slalom there?
What's that fire ship doing?
I can't tell who is ahead. I feel like Dennis is ahead. Dennis has weathered the storm a bit, and now like this is good stuff.
Is this Tom?
Yes, this is Tom. This must be Tom.
It's Tom versus Mel.
Oh, Mel wouldn't play Davidians. Don't get night.
Well, actually, to be fair, Basil is Tom and Mel in that
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
So.
Good work from Dennis to pick off those man-at-arms quite nicely. Traded off a militia and a couple of archers and skirms for it, but I think Dennis did quite well in that fight. KD slightly in Basil's favour. Battle TC time back under control now, actually, as I say that. TC time pick up again. Constant struggle with the idle CC time for Basil throughout the series. Don't know if that's a tell for anyone, but it's worth mentioning. It's still picking up. Basil, you gotta get your bills out. There we go. And Basil's still in on the skirms, where Dennis is going for archers. So, will be obviously a good situation for Basil if the archers come forward, which they are. But the skirms are not good at raiding at all, whereas the archers can raid very nicely. So I guess that means we're a bit of an impasse and we're getting up to Castle Age. And yeah, Basil's adding some farms now as well.
Dennis lost the water on the bottom and then just went and built block instead.
Yeah, uncontested. Okay, well now the contest comes in.
And Dennis is trying to get back on water.
Ooh, yes. Trying somewhat successfully as well. Taking a good fight, although nice micro from Basil. Dennis being a bit sneaky here.
Yeah, Dennis is adding more, maybe.
Yeah. No, Basil's not adding much more navy at all. Seems somewhat focused on Castle Age, although
I like Dennis's position.
Yeah. Dennis is in a nice spot for sure.
It looked at the beginning of Feudal Age. It looked like it might be rough. Good walling and efficient use of did. It's worked out quite nicely.
I think Dennis also gets the castle first. Any repairs coming in? No, not on these. Okay, actually, yeah, there is a bill there repairing. He's dancing with death into these fire ships, shooting flames.
Yeah.
Oh, good work from Basil.
Right.
Basil's micro on the units. Basil's army micro is really good. Oh, the last breath of fire in the air took it out. Look at this. Look at this, Dennis. With an army of 6 archers, is going to wreak havoc in the base.
1 bill.
2 bills, let's count them. 3, surely soon. The skirm's now in defense. 4 is that? 4 indeed. And the gate being placed to stop the archer's escape, but at the cost of the bill's life. 5 bills. That's quite a big deal, and yeah, okay, fine, you pay up the archers now, but this is making it awkward by moving them left and right. It's just so annoying. Make the skirms a bit closer, maybe? Look at that, making it so frustrating to Basil.
As soon as I saw that, like, Archer micro, I went and looked at the idle PC count, but it did not go up. So
he's got his castle. He's got his castle age coming in. Yeah. Perfect stuff from Dennis. That's a critical moment for him. Because I think he's actually just won himself the game there. He's so far ahead of the castle. Basil's got no way going to get to castle anytime soon.
Getting to castle with a 4-bill lead.
Yeah.
Although the army numbers are not there at all, so and you can't build knights to clean up the skirms.
No, but you can. You get 200 wood, so you can go for a what do we call it? Yeah, a siege workshop and a mangonel, and that should be really good.
So all you got to do is not lose the game in the next 35 seconds or so.
Yeah, which to be fair, Basil's making a good effort at trying to happen, and it's forced the siege workshop back, which is definitely not where he'll have wanted to place that.
And you're going to know, Basil will know Castle Age. You know, well, okay, Castle Age has come in, but Basil would have known in advance because it was Scorpions.
I think it is an interesting choice. I'm surprised by that. It produces a bit faster, I think. And these are all in a very long line, to be fair. They're all clumped up.
Yeah. Okay, I want to see the formation micro.
Yeah, we gotta go box formation on the skirms.
Box formation, put your king in the middle.
Yes, there's no way. You protect the king.
Can't be that.
Extending the map control, PC on the central island of the Northern Pond.
And the Scorpion did its job, right?
It
For half
did,
the resources of a mangonel, it scared all the skirms off.
That's experience shown right there. Like, doesn't need to build a mangonel.
Second Scorpion, so maybe Scorpions. Oh, what do you do? What do the Goths do against Scorpions? You go, you're kind of quite lackluster cavalry.
They get bloodlines. The Goth cavalry is slept on. Okay, you don't get last armor, but other than that, it's cracked.
Do they always get bloodlines?
I don't know. I was surprised by that as well, somewhat recently.
Okay. Alright, well,
They're really good, yeah.
Goths are... Okay, there's no... You can't go through there, mate.
He's gonna pick off vills though. Like, how many skirms? There's 11 skirms. Like, he's gonna pick off vills with this skirm army. Meanwhile, they're focusing at the front. Skirms for Dennis moving in. The Viridian skirms fire slightly faster. That bill's dead. Another one chalked up. 7-4 eco KD in Dennis' favour.
Oh!
Always a hole. Always a hole. And it's
all behind on the way out.
Yeah, like the threat.
Tap
that. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, well, the gate's open. Like, it's not so much the threat of killing the vills, although that is actually a real threat. It's more just moving everything around.
Yeah,
the work
25%.
Yeah.
That is really, really tough.
I think we're going to game 4, Vinny.
It's
51 to 41. All the vills are idle. The skirms are still running around. There's no stable up. The siege workshop. Mangonel's going to come in defense, but
Dennis needs mangonels.
Yeah, Dennis needs some mangonels.
Mangonels and
Demos in this dock. It's not going to take out 4 ships.
Even a mangonel would be quite good to hit the ships on the sea.
True. Yeah, definitely.
Mangonel shot plus a demo actually might come in well.
Yeah. Yeah, Basil is like just about getting things under control at home. Meanwhile, Dennis is 3 TC booming and putting pressure on. So it's like, it's just completely in his favour. And actually has 2 fire galleys here, which are going to pop out when the demo pops out and take this fight. Yes! Yes, look at that. Synchronized stuff.
You gotta focus down fire ships,
yeah, gotta focus them. Yeah, looks like he's doing it.
It's not even...
The Scorp's gonna join in.
Yeah, well,
the Scorp's,
I think
the Scorp's do?
Well,
quite a lot, actually.
I think that the, that was... You know, the galley, fire galley micro there, let him off a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scorpions, do well against the ships. I wonder if that was a consideration.
Maybe it was.
Oh, that Scorpion's getting absolutely not having a good
Body
time.
blocked, yeah. Oof, that was a big hit though. Could consider stagger formation, I guess.
Scorpions maybe because you respect your opponent's mangonel micro.
Yes.
You know they know how to dodge mangonel shots, so you say, I'm gonna go Scorpions. You know, dodge 4 Scorpion shots.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, after that migration game, Basil may have bought himself the chance to be opened scorpions against rather than mangonels.
Is that in vision?
No. Can't see it. The castle probably will complete unless
There's
this
no
ship has something to do with
way
it. Oh
you're
my
scouting
god.
that. There's no way.
Oh my god.
There's no way. That is so heads up. Why not send a galley, fire galley there? There's no one. You don't need it anywhere else.
Yeah. That's big.
It doesn't. The castle's gonna go up.
What? Oh, well, I was going to say what it does mean is that Dennis can just place a castle here, and there's no counter castle. But actually, he's going to take the challenge by the scruff of the neck and place one right here.
Is that the right place to put the castle?
Well, he's got to be a bit concerned about these mangonels. I guess he's got the fire galleys. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess his thinking is the castle is being placed there with the express intention of putting docks up and re-winning water. So if you place your own castle, then they can't do that.
Is this is the counter castle an indicator of Dennis is saying, I'm going to stop making food units and go in and trap you?
I think it is. I think as soon as you get in this situation, I think this is a very who's up to him first situation. I mean, in fact, Mills.
Dennis kind of has too many TCs for their food income. So
yeah,
they
17.
They're idling, and it might well be intentionally to some extent because there's just not enough food. I say that now. There's loads of farmers.
Well, they're all on this fish.
That is not the most efficient I've ever seen.
It's very efficient, but not for very long. They're gonna eat through the salmon with the fastest food income source in the game, but it's gonna be gone.
And there's no wood for farms. It is an interesting eco.
Yeah, it is. It's very. Oh wow. Okay, some walls off back.
Yeah, let's spend all the wood on walls and not build any
not in
farms.
love with those walls, to be honest. I mean, the Vil Delta is huge. 73 to 59 is a big difference. I don't like it.
How many of those 15 difference are those villagers long distance mining fish and dying to a castle?
Quite a lot of them. Okay, thank God they noticed that. That would have been horrendous. If you lose all your vills there, that would be catastrophically bad.
I would argue that Basil may be getting more mileage out of their bills at the moment than Dennis.
Honestly, well, the numbers support your claim. 66 to 49%. All the bills running over now to gold.
Oh, it's not. It's you need the actual number. 40 minutes of bill time versus 37 minutes of bill time.
Oh yeah.
So at the moment, at least, that's going to change immediately, but you need food.
Yep.
Unless you just want to go full mangonel monk.
Yeah.
So Huskarls.
Which you could do, to be fair. You could go full in on the siege. Oh, the Huskarls will do great. Huskarls will do so well against the mangonel. The fires aren't going to do too much, are they? Well, they rubies against the Huskarls.
Rubies versus the Huskarls.
Ooh.
Oh gosh. Those are rubies, and there's no way you can get away with this.
The Whippy boys.
Surely you can't get away with that.
I think you can. The mangonel's all dying underneath the TC. The Irumi's doing absolute bits.
That is criminal.
I mean, Dennis is I just feel like Dennis has been so far ahead for so long. That was a dicey moment, but the Irumi's massively paid off.
That is soul reading, basically. You've got Irumis. Your opponent has not really showed anything that. I guess you're building them to beat skirts, but it's not all of that. And then your opponent shows up with Huskarls that get absolutely destroyed by things, and you have nothing else to deal with Huskarls.
Yeah.
That is a matter of timing. Vampires, it's all about timing. That is very good.
Very, very good timing indeed, yeah. And 52 on gold. We can buy up to him if he stops producing units. Pretty much whenever he likes. He'd also consider making more farms. LCC time for Dennis. Well, last time it was Basil with loads of LCC time, right? This time it's Dennis because of the not enough food.
Just keep building mangonels until your opponent builds a castle that actually defends their base.
Yeah, probably. I mean, why would you stop making mangoes here? I suppose. The Huskarls maybe is the reason. The Huskarls is the reason.
It's very good. It is great mangonel micro from Basil.
Yeah.
It is very good. And that you stop the push, and now Dennis probably will go for it.
Oh my god, and he's always on it with these castles. Can you actually see that? You can see that spill that walks underneath the foundation. Okay.
So now you go imp, you build trebs.
Yeah.
You defend your trebs with a roomy sword from the skull knives.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a bit of a counter pick, right? It's a bit of a counter pick. Basil's gonna click up first. It's gonna be instantaneous. Not identical. I mean, actually, then it's just clicks up first. Basil, you gotta unqueue a Vil. Queuing imp behind a Vil here is actually huge.
Because you've got.
Was it he's got loads of Vil? He's got loads of TCs. What? Oh, he has clicked it now. Okay, there we go. There we go.
30 seconds.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
And both sides, so you're now going to be behind in the Treb war on both sides.
Yep, you are. And forging coming in. Dennis has no intention of leaving the infantry unit plan.
Is there ever a world where you just sack off one side and send the Treb over to the other? Try and win one side, the Treb war on one side.
That's just so far. I don't think you do. Careful of banging the table though, by the way. That like makes a big noise. Yeah.
Really temp. Might wait fix or what?
Jesus, wait. Does that imply Basil uses manuals? Ooh, really reading into that. Does that imply Basil uses manual PC cycle, not select all? Maybe it does imply that.
Is that an old school thing? Or is that just a... I don't know why you...
I don't know. Yeah, it's an old school thing. Oh, by the way, Vinny, look at this. Handcart has come in for Basil ages ago.
Yeah.
A wheelbarrow just finished for Dennis. So, I think his economy has probably been...
Well, Basil is still... It's been slightly better for Basil.
Yeah.
Basically, most of the game.
Okay.
But, can be minions late.
That's the thing, maybe not. And this is such a calm before the storm, right? Like, just listening to the sounds of the gold. Well, you're not listening to the sounds, but the gold miners tapping away, the farmers gathering their berries. But it's about to be an all-out brawl on the water here. Basil jumps first. Huskarl's going on the castle. In for both. The Trebs were instantly produced by Dennis. First Treb popped out, and it's going to get to work on that castle. The second Treb as well on this castle.
And now you've got to you need enough Urumi on each side to stop the Goths.
Yeah.
Or you need some nice outposts to see them.
I actually kind of feel that Basil is making Huskarls from castles, not
those
Trebs. It is, yeah, the Trebs die so
This
fast.
is-
And actually, the Huskarls can kill the castle.
You need the Urumis. They're just patrolling. Okay,
Here they
moving now.
come. Huskarls can probably kill the castle with the Trebs in support. 3,000 HP going down.
I think
The Rumis are in position
you've
there.
got to. I think you've got to split the Urumi army up because you don't need that many to take a good fight against Huskarls.
No, you don't. The Rumis going to snipe the Trebs. But this castle took a lot of HP damage. This one is also losing a lot of HP as well. Let's look at this Treb going down. The Rumi, and the Rumi's taking a great fight against the Huskarls. And there's another castle off here. Look at
It
this.
just
This is
disappeared.
so close.
The the Huskarls just disappeared, and the castle stays
Basil.
up.
The castle stays up for Basil. It goes up, and this castle was denied. The Mangonel did a big job in that, I think.
Dennis's castle stayed up as well. It is.
Yeah, the castle has some repairs coming in on this. So there's 6 bills repairing, which is a big deal. Suddenly, the population is dead even. Completely even here. That's a madness. Yeah, the score is flipping left and right. Who knows who's ahead here? I really thought that Dennis was ahead. Now I'm kind of wavering, but also these Trebs are doing work on this castle.
Again, they managed to make it into another thing where there's fights going on all over the map. There's multiple pushes on different sides, and they're all serious, like potentially game-ending pushes.
Yep.
And Basil came out on top in those the first time, but Basil did come into those with a lead both times when it got super hectic at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It's a slightly different position here because Basil does not have a big military advantage.
No. But, as Noon said in the chat, Dravidian's the famous raiding civ. Like, this is the whole point, right? It's so tough to raid Dravidians. But you don't need to if you're pushing down the front door.
You can just kill your opponent's unit of choice pretty well. I say that as this fight doesn't go quite as well, but it will still happen.
Do we need hand cannons here from either player?
I think not.
Yeah. All in on the Huskarls. They're not even elite Huskarls. They're not even elite, and they've only got +1 attack, actually. They're actually quite a weak unit, really.
Huskarls are not good in Valley Fights. They're not good.
They're not designed for that.
They're great at diving Trebs under castles.
Yeah. Great at killing these forward towers. It's been really annoying for Basil to deal with, so he's doing a good job there. And also great at sniping the Trebs, like you say. 3 Trebs, that's 600 wood, 600 gold. Could go down the drain.
You take that fight? There's not many Arumis, but get a couple of your charge attacks off.
Oh, the charged attacks ripping through the Huskarls there. I think the Trebs are going to go down. They use their 1 charge and then they're not quite as strong anymore. And actually, look, there's 4 Trebs. This is so back and forth. This is so back and forth. You did. Okay. Wow. And here we go though, Vinny. Goss is going to try and raid, and this could be huge. How many vills is that? 15 vills going to this gold. These 4 Huskarls could rip through them, and the 4 Trebs take out that castle. This fire ships are being worked down as well, and the Trebs can pack up and move over to this castle. The Arumi are just not able to keep up with the pace, the mobility of the Goth. That's the problem, and the army numbers as well. Like, it's really starting to spiral, Basil. And look at the wood and gold! Oh my god, he's got so much wood in the bank. He needs to place some farms. Basil really needs like 60 farms right now. Like, hand cannons cost food and has cost. Oh, he just left those. Left those bills. He could have got so many bill kills there. Basil res collectively. That's a flip from before. I remember that being heavily in Dennis's favour. Huskarls now find some targets. PCs can't take them out very quickly, of course, with their high pierce armor, and the bills will be useless against them as well. This is going to be really rough. It's going to be really rough for Dennis to deal with. The Trebs do pack up and move on. I think Dennis might be going out of GB Hidden Cup 2 here if he can't change the tide. But this is brutal for Dennis, because 3-0 is not doing him some favour. The Arumi could get a charge attack off.
They're going to get a nice trade, but it's not. There's still. Like, you don't want to be trading like that against Goths.
No, and War Galleys? Are we really going to go War Galleys here? The demo finds 2 Huskarls. Elite Arumi Swordsman. Okay, I don't know what the stats change, but it must be good.
Stick to your plan.
Yeah, non-elite +1/+2 Huskar. Like, that's the thing. He's not even got the elite upgrade. They're just.
It's just macro.
Solid unit. Macro. It's macro. It's entirely the macro.
Taking the right fights at the right time, and then it just snowballs from there.
Oh, this is the nail in the coffin, surely. These Huskarls, the Palisade wall is going to be made of paper mache, basically. no chance we can keep it up. It actually does be all the time.
And there's not a huge amount in there, in that section of the base.
Oh my god. Oh, he did put on the one build.
Still a good pickup.
Very good pickup. Huskarl move round now. They're actually, yeah, those Huskarl, that house was actually clutch. Because those Huskarls have been denied entry to the base quickly there. Really helped out Menace. Basil though, 178, 179 pop. Menace 132.
Yeah, look at the looks a lot this game, the worker efficiency.
Oh, it's double. It's double. And he's found the gold. He's found the gold. He's ripped it to shreds. He's ripped the gold to shreds. He's on the wood line as well.
100 eco KD. And that's gone up another 10 since I said 100.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's going to be 120 in a second.
This is. Oh, he spots it instantly. Basil spots that castle instantly. He's on another level. Basil is a solid player, and Dennis is too. We're losing a big name here. One of these two players is a big. Well, they're both big names. One of these two players is a big name going out in the round of 16.
Very evenly matched
Yes.
through feudal age in all the games and early castle.
Yep.
And even to the end of castle age, and then it's just a late game macro. It's massive battle.
GG is called. 3-0. Basil takes it, but that is the least. The scoreline, they often say it, scorelines don't mean everything. That is a classic series which shows that scoreline is not everything, because Dennis is a quality player, and that series was incredibly close. All three games were very close. Thoughts, Vinny? Any guesses on who the players are? It's quite hard to tell who the players are, I think. I don't know a lot about how the players play, like Dan, MP. You know, I don't know much about him, but...
if I got to see Neom, I'd know.
Yes,
instantly.
You know, it's
straight away. I'll say I actually do know. I know more about what, because they test lots of the players. Lots of the players test played. It's tough to say, but the Mangonel Micro is a big story of the set. Not that Dennis was particularly bad at it, but that Basil was pretty good.
Look at that! This is like the same player. They're so close in everything. Like,
I don't think you could. I think if it was the same player, they wouldn't. You know, you wouldn't be able to play at that higher level if you're playing twice.
Well,
on
true.
two computers at once.
81.0% exploration for both. Imps exactly the same. Beetle the same. Like they are so close.
No,
I wonder if that
relic gold.
The relic gold. Oh, the
Almost
relic
the same.
gold almost the same.
Absolutely.
I wonder if, because it was such a close series, if they have I know exactly who that is.
Oh,
because
Basil.
like Basil and Dennis both they
yeah.
obviously know who they are, and they must well, okay, this is obviously X, but for us it's so hard to tell because they're so similar playing. Maybe the meet on the ladder. Yeah. Like they must have played each other on the ladder before. They must have played each other in practice games and stuff before, because they definitely have a good feeling for how to play against each other. I would think anyway. Yeah, Basil Fawlty moves through. 3-0 victory for him. And that is a solid set. What a banger of a set that was. I'm excited for the rest of the sets this weekend, if that is the quality we're going to have. Let's bring it back over to the draft. My hair got all messed up after that one. Okay, Cup was lost to Menace. And we had Goth's the last pick, winning against Dravidians, which Dravidians are a solid civ on Cup.
It's interesting to see the civs that didn't
make it. Yeah, didn't get picked. In fact, yeah, true. Who catches your eye as one not get picked?
Well, you've got like versions. You're getting. I mean, it is what.
Oh,
You got Byzantines. You're gonna pick Byzantines, and you got that in the back pocket. Shockingly, shocked they didn't play that up. But clearly, Basil's a better player than I am, and a better drafter as well.
Yeah, like that's it. That's it. The Goths on Cup was a stroke of genius. Did Byzantines? I don't think Byzantines could have done what he did. I mean, the game obviously would play out differently, but Byzantines could have done what he did with Goths there.
You also wonder if maybe Basil loves Byzantines on Cup, is 2-0 up, and
I was
says,
like, I'm not going to hide the chat.
I'm going to play Goths and trust that late game I can out macro Menace like the first two.
Yes, there definitely is. There definitely is a world where that is the case. Yeah, awesome stuff. Is the co-caster Vinny was the co-caster today? And it was good. It was a good set. You have a good time casting that? It was good to have you.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. Didn't get to see Neon.
No. Yeah, they should have played Neon. Neon.
If you're a player and you're watching, then first pick it, please. Thanks.
We have a couple of good games on Neon. And yeah, I'll ask you, Vinny, who is your prediction to win? I think it is let's look. Lara Croft versus somebody Angel of the North. Who's going to win that set?
Well, on the basis of all of the information we have about, I think Lara's got a really good early game. Angel of the North, obviously very tall, so a big vision advantage there.
Yep.
A big wingspan as well.
Big wingspan, huge wingspan.
I think. No, yeah. Angel of the North for me.
Angel of the North, okay, and then Jess the Cat versus Jay from In Between Us.
I'll be honest, I don't know Jess the Cat.
From Postman Pat.
Oh.
I didn't know her either.
Jay's
gonna get all cocky.
Jay surely is a someone who Jay's probably Boo.
Yeah.
Like someone who's like capable of a bit or attempt some subterfuge to some, not necessarily to a huge amount of success.
Yeah.
But someone who you know is going to be trying to sneak things through.
Yes.
I think Jess.
The calm stoic nature of the Postman Pat's cat did do well against the brash.
Good. Well, Jess is going to have better macro when it gets complicated. That much seems clear to me.
Okay. Well, I look forward to those. I have those starting 5 p.m. tomorrow. Those games, and obviously, of course, Gordon Ramsay disqualified, absolute donkey, idiot sandwich. So Raven moves through to the quarterfinals. Cool. Thanks everyone for the support, and see you next time. See you tomorrow for the final games of the round of 16 in GB Hidden Cup 2. It wouldn't be a GB tournament without Ned and Will, so we've got that one out of the way now. Alright, see ya.